Hey guys, welcome back to Journey with Rebecca. My name is Rebecca and today is the first day of spring and it definitely does not look or feel like spring outside, but I have spring fever and so I'm going to make it feel like spring inside today. So last year I used dandelions for a lot of things, and one of the things I did was I made an infused dandelion oil, and then from that oil I made a dandelion salve, which I still have a considerable amount of. I've used some, I've given some as gifts, and then this has just been sitting in my apothecary, and to be honest I kind of forgot about it, so I'm going to keep this out and keep it close so I can use it because it's the first day of spring, so winter has just ended and my hands are dry all the time, so this is great for something like that. But I have this dandelion infused oil that I made last year. This is actually from May 12th of last year, and when you make an infused oil it will last for about a year as long as you keep it in a cool, dry place. So I have kept this in a cool, dry place, but it's coming up on almost a year and I don't want this to go bad. I want to be able to use this before it goes bad. So I'm going to make a lotion today, like a lotion bar with the rest of this dandelion infused oil. I have all the ingredients already, so I figured why not just use this up, because as soon as the dandelions start popping, I know that I'm going to be harvesting them and using them. And one of the things I wanted to do last year was bake with them, but I actually never got around to baking with them. I definitely want to do that this year, but I did make some dandelion chips last year, which might sound disgusting, but they were actually really, really yummy. I totally recommend doing that. So what I'm going to do is just start with some beeswax pellets. These have been sitting for a while, so they're kind of stuck together. I'll put a link to these in the description if you want to have some. These are always great to have on hand for things that I'm making around the kitchen, such as salves and lip balms and things like that. So all you need is a half a cup of beeswax pellets. You're gonna put this into a double boiler. I don't have a double boiler. I'm just using a makeshift one. And if you don't have a double boiler, that's completely fine. Just make one. I am using a wide mouth canning jar just so it's kind of easier to maneuver things. Just gonna take your beeswax pellets, and then the next thing you need is shea butter. Again, I'll put a link to this in the description if you don't have any. I did just happen to have some shea butter laying around. So you're gonna use 3 tablespoons of shea butter. After that, you're going to take 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. Again, these are just things that I had on hand in my kitchen, so it was very convenient for me to not have to go out and buy anything. And I'm not measuring perfectly, and I'm sure that it will be completely fine. Once you have your shea butter, your coconut oil, and your beeswax pellets in here, you're going to add your oil. And I didn't mention, but I will add a link to the video that I did last year so you can actually see the whole process of how I infused the oil with the dandelions. And it's got so many great benefits. It's anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, it's rich in vitamins. I think that was 4. I can't count and talk at the same time. You need 6 tablespoons of this, which is perfect. I just have a tiny bit left. This is actually would be great in the bathtub too. It's so good and hydrating for your skin. But anyways, I will add a link is what I think I was saying. So you can see exactly how I infused this oil and then turned it into the salve, which actually has some of the same ingredients that I'm using today to make the lotion. Once you have all your ingredients together, you're just going to place them in your double boiler. Again, mine is a makeshift double boiler. If you don't have one, that's fine. I just have a pan of water that is It's not come to a boil. It is hot, but it's not boiling because you don't want to scorch any of the oils or anything like that. You're just going to gently heat them and let them all melt. I ended up switching my liquid from my glass mason jar to my measuring cup just so I could pour it a little bit easier once it was all melted. And you do want to work very quickly once you remove it from the heat because it will start to harden almost immediately. And if you don't have molds or something like that, you could always use a glass jar or a tin to put the lotion mixture into to let it harden. So I've just finished pouring these and you can see already just how quickly these are going to start to set. They're not very deep molds, so it won't take very long for them to completely dry. But you do want to make sure they are completely dry before you pop them out of the molds. If you've watched my videos at all, or if you know me personally, you know that I'm very easily distracted by shiny things. And so I started doing something else and completely forgot to tell you about the part where you can add essential oils to this if you want to. So I added them real quick before the lotion mixture started to harden anymore. I chose to use an orange just to give it like a nice bright summery spring kind of smell, but you can use whatever you like, or you can completely omit it if you want. All right, these have been sitting for about an hour now, and they literally just pop out of the molds so easily. It smells beautiful. Thank goodness I remembered to add the essential oil that I initially forgot. But you have your own little personal DIY homemade beautiful lotion bar. Perfect to give for a gift, which I certainly plan on doing. And then all you need to do is just, it literally just warms up with the heat of your hands and starts to melt. And then you can just rub it in and oh my gosh, it does smell so good. I'm so glad that I didn't completely forget to add the essential oils, but that was so quick and easy to do. I had all of the ingredients on hand, and the more that you start making these things on your own, the more that you will be able to just do these things on a whim if you want, because you'll have everything that you need. So this was so fun and super easy to do, and I'm really looking forward to giving these away as gifts. Give this a try. Let me know what you think. Thank you as always for watching. Please be sure to like this video and share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all soon. All right, this is the base of everything that you need for, just kidding. I didn't want to actually start recording.